Let's
no vex for me. Say I never call you since, but I hope that you are well. I hope your market sell. Every day I dey pray for you. Make you Baba, God bless you. I never forget you. I gon' forget you. See my shoulder, make you rest up on me. You know I got you. Now me be your friend indeed. The money don't show now. I don't keep some for you. You know go so far. Cause anything I get now for me and you. Yeah. How are you, my friend? How do you do, my friend?
All right, so you're still tuned to Love 99.5 FM. Time check some 23 minutes to hit 8 o'clock. And time for our main conversation to come your way. Now, it has to do with an incident that happened on Friday afternoon, where two brothers, 35-year-old Abdul Samet and Hashmin Osman, 25, were shot dead by Galamsey Security Task Force. This took place at Tepa, that's in the Ahafar North constituency. Now, there are conflicting reports as to what really happened. Now, a portion of the report is that the security shot at the miners without provocation, whilst another is that the miners attacked the security persons who had at the time bench and fangs and other mining equipments. And so this morning, our intent is to delve into the matter to try and understand and appreciate what really happened on Friday. Now, I personally spoke to the regional forestry boss, Mr. Clement Amu Omari, and when I spoke to him yesterday, he agreed to grant us an audience this morning to explain to us what really transpired on that fateful Friday, because the information we gathered was that there was some forestry staff in the company of military persons who went to the site, and whatever transpired, the shooting took place where 3 people are in critical condition and are on admission, and then 2 brothers have lost their lives. Unfortunately, this morning we're trying to reach him. We've called his line several times. We're told that his line is off. That's the information we're getting from the phone. I don't want to say that it is intentional, but I just want to lay the cards bare here that I spoke to him yesterday. He agreed to speak to us, but unfortunately, his phone is off right now. We'll keep trying, and so as and when we get through to him, we'll talk to him. But for now, we have on the phone lines the MP for Hafar North. His name is Honorable Suleiman Sanid, and this incident that we're talking about took place at Tepa, a place called Infanteman, and we have the MP for the area on the phone lines. Sule, good morning to you. Good morning. Honorable, can you hear me?
Hello, David.
Yes, Honorable, can you hear me?
Yes, I cannot hear you. The line was very faint.
I'm so glad that you have made time to join us. I'm told you it's your birthday today, yes?
David, can you speak up? The line is very, very faint. I can hardly hear.
Is it better now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's not better.
Good. So I'm saying it's your birthday, right?
Yes, exactly.
So happy birthday to you, and we wish you more blessings, more knowledge, so you can do much more for Mother Ghana. Also on the phone lines right now is the sister of the deceased, and the 2 gentlemen I mentioned a while ago are all brothers. Their sister is also on the phone lines right now. Fatima is the name. Fatima, good morning to you.
Good morning.
No, I'm even saying good morning to the sister of the deceased Osman and Hashmin. Fatima, can you hear me? Good morning.
yes.
All right, so we'll work the line so we get her attention. But Sule, tell us this. I mean, the incident on Friday that led to the killing of 2, brothers at Infante at Tepa. What have you gathered about it? What really happened?
Yeah, David, thank you very much for the opportunity. I want to say good morning to your cherished listeners, and also allow me to take this opportunity to also express my sincerest condolence to the bereaved families, the 2 families, and then to also wish those who were injured speedy recovery. Yeah, Yeah, David,
I can't hear you.
let me put it in perspective in terms of historical perspective. What happened is that this site that we are talking about at Fante is actually.
Hello.
Fawzia, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No, Honorable, hold the line for me. Fawzia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, so hold the line for me, Fawzia. The MP is on the line, so you hold the line for me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So David, I was just on establishing the historical facts about the site. This site at Fante is actually a community mining site. This community mining site, as you know, community mining scheme was something that the ministry is implementing for the government to make sure that areas where we have some group of people who are interested in this trade are provided with the necessary environment for them to apply their trade. So this site was launched somewhere 15th December 2021 by the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Breku Tukara. So what they were doing there, for me, is a legal thing. It's not anything untoward. They've been at this practice for a very long time, since, as I said, since 2021. And you know, this mining, community mining is governed within a particular regime. And so whatever they are doing there is being monitored and it's being apprised from time to time. And where there are infractions, they are told to correct it and all that. So it baffles me the way the forestry guards went there. First, I understand that they went there somewhere last week. That was a week preceding the incident, and then they actually met the MC there, and they had some discussion, and they said they were going there, they were coming there to inspect the place, and they have information that certain things were happening there which were not good. So they had that discussion with the MCE. The MCE was also engaging the people. Then the following week, they actually went there on a day that they normally call a breaking day. That is the day that they do not work. That's the Friday. That day, you always have the number very less. I mean, the number of people working there on those days are normally reduced because a lot of them would have gone to the major cities close by and the town to rest. So on that fateful day, there were only few people there. There were not that many. And when they were going, they didn't even touch base with the MC to find out what has transpired between her and then the workers there. Find out whether she was able to engage them and what was the status. They didn't do that. They went there straight away, and I understand they went with vehicles. And when they got there, that is the information that I had. They got there and saw some an excavator sitting there and some couple of machines. So they decided to burn them. As they normally say, they said they want to demobilize the machines. So they set the machines on fire, and at that moment, they left. So on their way back, then a group of the people who were still around mobilized themselves and met them. And they started exchanging, words, basically to find out what has happened, why are they taking that decision, why are they taking that action. And that is where I don't know actually the trigger. What triggered off the shooting, and then two unfortunate souls were lost. And then two other people got injured. In fact, they are still at the hospital. I understand they had some gunshot wounds. And then two other people also had some slight injuries. They were discharged that very day, and then they went to, yesterday they went back for dressing of their wounds. So basically, this is the information that I gathered. And I must say that according to the forestry officers, the information that I have is that they went to the police station to report, and then the MCE took it up. She had a meeting with the MISEC yesterday, and today we are trying to establish a meeting with the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources and his two deputies, and then the Forestry Commission officials, to ascertain exactly what triggered up this unfortunate incident. But I must say this is very pathetic and it's disheartening. Looking at the pictures, these are young men in the prime of their life, just going down the drain like that because they were not committing anything that is heinous. They were not committing any crime. These are people who were working in an environment that was legitimate, that had been declared legitimate for them to work. And as far as I'm concerned, once the place has been designated as community mining site, anybody there is actually covered under that. And then even if there are any infractions, I expected the forestry officials to have just informed the district chief executive or the municipal chief executive, and then they would have found ways of ratifying these things.
But indulge me. When I spoke to,
for me, it's very fortunate.
When I spoke to the original boss for forestry yesterday, a couple of to me was that yes, he went there a week ago and told the miners there to stop working. He went on to tell me that then they decided to go there this Friday, that's last Friday, to ascertain for themselves if indeed the miners have stopped work. Now, when his men got on the ground, they bent some, earth moving equipment or mining equipment, and then some of the miners attempted to take away some of the weapons of the security persons, and that is what triggered off the firing, leading to injuries and 2 deaths. For you are saying to us that that place is designated as a community mining area. Can you confirm to us whether indeed they were adhering to how community mining ought to be operated or ought to be done?
Yes, you see, David, that is where I have my difficulty because I think that they should have actually involved the municipal chief executive and her staff so that they would have ascertained that look, what you are seeing is what we are also seeing, so that they would have been in sync. And at the same time, you see, I don't know whether they were the forestry officials were able to capture some things on video or on camera for us to ascertain that what they are saying is actually the case. Because here's the case, is their word against the miners' word. That is the challenge that we have. And then I've not heard that there were any casualties on the part of the forestry guards.
Will you look into using your officers and the other people you work with, like the district chief executive and all that? Would you look into this?
In fact, they've triggered off an investigation into this using the police, because the police are also interested in that. They need to find out, because once human lives are lost, the police are interested in that, and we are actually also doing our own investigation behind the scenes. But David, what I'm saying is that the most important thing is that you walk into an environment. You are claiming that the people were attacking you or were they coming at you. Do you have any evidence to show that these people were armed in the first place? They were making efforts to take your arms away from you. And then in the ensuing battle, nothing happened to any forestry officer. When they went to the police station, they never mentioned that one person or the other had gotten injured in the fracas. So it baffles me. This is something that, if you look at logically, you put things together, it doesn't gel.
Honorable, hold the line for me at this point. I'd like to engage with the sister of the 2 brothers who have unfortunately lost their lives, and I'm talking about 35-year-old Abdul Samet and Hashmin Osman, who also was 25 years old. Their sister is on the line. Fozia is the name. Fozia, marching. Fozia, what make her? Edika no mamu yako. Why? Nebusiano jana mwate efa de esi ne ho. Yese de eba ne sen na amade hye mienu ya bɔ mutuo mo free mu. Yese de ne si ye.
Me pacho me brothers eni wo mu. Na omo ha na obi be fa omo se omo nko ne machine so e ma wo mu wo Tepa infante. Omo ko ya omo ndi a month. It is 3 weeks. Any day now, you should see your money. And see, Omokoju one on a Friday, and you Juma or Honor. And see, almost one, almost Omudi, almost penny and upper 10:30. Many are more Kasai, Sam and boss 12. Now, Friday, we are Muslims, some more quiet Allah. And see, you are 1 hour time. And will be there, maybe run a phone framing. Send minimum number, we, and see, I minimum number. And what see a shooting a brand, and Obi amene na kasa si see there dey me shooting o see ya shooting no. Nti e na yekọ ho no. Nkodu ho no kwe na omumienu nyina eda ho. A ya shooting we ekọ ne mensa ya shooting we nso eti ne ti ko amana pie ne moma so a wo moda ho no. Nti omo ka ho na omo de omo empra no ba ko empra da hospital ya shooting ne yemu ne mensa ba ko so ya shooting ne nsa omo nyina empra da hospital. No mo chemu se omo titi wo mo nya adwuma nti omo di bia wie no mo hu se forestry fo na ba na omo hye machine omo hye engine bi e wo hye excavator ti wo se so mo hye wie ye na se committee e wo site wo so omo bi se omo se omo ne omo ko se ye nko ne bi se omo se adai na omo ben wo mo so omo ti aka be kakra bi kwa na omo ben wo mo na omo start shuti wo mo omo nkita akodie bia omo nkita hye no kwene da wodi pampese omo beka ebi se ye nyame ma no ene wo mu kon ya na omo gi wo mu tuo enye no kore obi ni wo nkita hwea wo kita tuo beba se ne wo beko agi wutuo enye no kore omo do so ni more than 80 enye be na nipa 5 ko se ye ni omo kwa akoko agi tuo enti nkrofo ne ko so omo kwa akoku wo mo enti se mu ni mu se emra kwani so adwuma na mo ye ya na forest fo nyina mo tutu mo offices mu nyina adwane munyina mo dwane mu pani frɛ mu sɛ munwane nyesa boys mbeba revenge mu yɛ de pan ka mu dwane mo kun ade hye mienu mlantie mienu afla busua ba kum bla u ka yɛ se omo kɔ so omo no omo kokon nipa 5 timini nipa 80 kokon e ma ni yeye
so Samed ne Hashmini ejuma mo ya no no mo hwa mo fefide so mo ana
o se ejuma mo ya no
Sasa ejuma sajuma no mo ya no se omo ko hwe obi efide ma omo
se ai Samed yo no ye na ejuma o ono odo na afuo bra ono fa enkrofo no ma afu ama no ma dua ama no enya afuo kito na wodo oh ti bra na oye ejuma wo omunim no se wakofa machines bia be fi ho no o sere wo mo kosa so ma no so se ye be wia machines no oh machine hu titru enti no omo koye
ko no nguta akodie bia nguta weapon bia wona ho
community mining ti no ya mo ma akodie bia omu nkita akodie bia
ena esanso mkodu on yese ayi anu bia mba mo nya argument mo ne forest for security for the buy
oh bia enya no kuro she aya ne yase ma yura site honi pa number yase nkofo ni start ye na omu ba na nkofo ni peja omu tuo no omu gina ho ma omu nsa so ko soro bla hwan ine kuta akodi a wodi ba ne so be ma ne nsa so akosoro eso omu nyina gina ho ma omu nsa so ekọ soro na mo start shuti wo mo
the patrol ebusiano se na busi fa dey where is how are you taking it
enye easy o enye easy o abusiano menye easy kwa ba de hwehwa ne se omodi asemu ebe fa ne mela kwan so Ghana emela de edidi etimi di no ye nim sanse Ghana mela didi etimi di no ena entimi ndidi e Ghana mela wodi di no ai ye wo mu Ghana mela di wo mu ye wo mu so Ghana mela ni wo mu ba mela we di e se Ghana fo pew wo mu mpew e wo se di wo mu e wo se di wo mu enye sa ya ye de ye mela ebe di wo mu di sa wu no
some brand e mam fa hye mo nsem ansa but say de maka che one say MP no e wo line no so e dey no person ka che MP no tie osisi e dey no be ka che no
pato de mpese meka che MP ni say ye sre no ye dwa to an ye de nyamidi pa na chew ya de hye mienu na ahere wo mu nkwa omu wo mba sama de agya nkwala num ene jire en papa en mi nyanke so omu ma me ewu agya wo mu e wo honnom ene ya gene nkwa afiri ni ntem ye sre MP say ye sre no ya pa na chew ohu ya mobo na won pay justice e ma ye nuanom a omoda form.
Honorable, what do you want to say to what she just said?
David, you see how pathetic the situation is. I mean, this is a young man who is a breadwinner. He's gone. So you see, we are perpetuating poverty in the land by just a singular act. You see, as I was saying, but let me express my condolences to Fauzia. Fauzia, Yako, why when you're bushing Yaman Shadin? See, David, if you listen to her narration and what I was even telling you, it's clear that to go there with about 8 vehicles, fully armed forestry guards. So what was the intention? What was the motive? And then you got there, you did not even involve the local police. You walk straight to the site. You do whatever you want to do, then you come back. What is the motive? That is the question we should be asking.
But again, Honorable Utie Fauzia says, "Omu here justice. So many justice. I'm more family. No matter them some way. Indeed, when this thing happened on Friday, what we also gathered was that there was a bit of an unrest, in that very area, Infante area, because the youth, wanted to take the matter up themselves. What would you want to say to Fauzia about it?
You see, David, it's painful, and I can understand her. But I only plead with her that she should just bear with us. She should trust that we will go the extra mile to get justice for the Bere family. And you see, we are trying. We want to meet the minister and his deputy so that we get to the bottom of it. Because I suspect that something went wrong somewhere. I suspect so. Because it baffles my mind that a community mining site, even if there are issues with it, this is not the best way to approach it. This is not the best way. And as you were saying, I mean, that is a breaking day, David. Breaking day, you hardly find people there. Breaking day, the site is almost empty. All the people are in the towns. So how can you tell me that breaking day, with 8 vehicles loaded with security men, with forestry guards, with guns, and you are telling me that the youth were so, they felt so emboldened that they wanted to confront you and take your arms away from you? I mean, this is untenable.
For our listeners out there, I would like for you to join us on Facebook and see things for yourselves. All right, I would say that viewer discretion is advised, but we've blurred some of the pictures, so it's quite okay to go check it out for yourself. All right, so we want you to appreciate what we're talking about. This is something that happened, on Friday afternoon, and they are calling it resting day. The people there were not even at work. And if you listen to the sister who was talking to us, she said her brother, Samet, for example, is a maize farmer. He farms maize, a large portion of maize. And then one day somebody comes up to him and says, listen, I have brought some machines, go and watch over the machines for me. This is an area where community mining goes on, so it is a legitimate thing that they do. And if you listen to me carefully, earlier I was asking the MP for the area, Sule, whether indeed they were doing anything on top, because what we gather is that when they got to the place, they burned shangfangs, they burned excavators. Now, are these things that are used for community mining? If so, why the security and the forest guards shoot to kill? Earlier, we made mention again to you that we're trying to get the regional boss for forestry. He agreed to speak to us yesterday. In fact, I spoke to him for some time yesterday. He agreed to speak to us. Unfortunately, his phone lines are off right now. And then Fauzia was telling us that even when the security and the forest guard got to the mining site, the people, they surrendered. There were only a few people. They surrendered. They raised their hands. So how come they were still shot? And 2 have died, and some are still on admission at the hospital. Now, Fazem Pachu, you see a moana saying, yes, your way. Say, you cremo for yes, your moana.
Le Pacho, you see one way.
You miss your mother bang. You miss your mother bang. Fauzia. Let me now engage with Michael Pepra, who is the president of the Concerned Small Scale Miners, in that very area. Michael, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you, Michael?
Hello?
Yeah, Michael, how are you doing?
I'm fine, my brother. What about you?
I'm okay. Only I'm disturbed and worried about the happenings at Infante at Tepa. So you are the president, for the Concerned Small Scale Miners. What do you know about this area, this concession? Is it indeed a community mining concession? Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. Michael, can you hear me? So I'm told that we lost Michael on the phone lines. Fazia, utemen kan da be na mbesi madihye no no.
Me Pacho say.
Da ben na ebusuaye na amadwen so mbesi madihye no.
Me Pacho ende.
Ende na mbesi omo. Ade ni si afia da yete se na ememu na wo ho no mo ni abre pa yie se omo ma amofomfom hu ndi. Chromo to say, a hobo there. Besides, to see a chromo hobo there, and as a moon joy.
If you did number Pemu and then not from her farm, ranching a work. And Nano, I'm going to ask baby a money woman. It's a maha jokakra. Omokoso munaba. Amaha jokakra. It's a bonfire fair. Omudi among the baby. Boko, Amayakura or Muboko.
Honorable, Sule, what do you intend to do, knowing that the youth there are very angry about what has happened? What do you intend to do to ensure that peace will prevail, even before, during, and after the burial of these two young men?
David, I believe that they've listened to our call for them to remain calm and restrain themselves. In fact, if it was a day that it was an actual working day, then what the forestry people are saying, I would have somehow even volunteered. But on a breaking day, I will not buy that. And you see, just like she was saying, if the numbers were huge, that is where they would say that they have numbers to confront the forestry guards, but they didn't have the numbers. And the numbers were mobilized after the event. And that actually influenced them, but we've been able to talk to them. And I must say the MCE and then the police commanders there, and so and so, they've done a fantastic job. They've been able to calm the youth down. And I believe that we should be able to have a good handle on the matter. Once we meet the minister, we get all the facts. We will definitely share it with them, and I'm sure the right thing will be done in terms of the enquiries that we want to go into this. And in fact, we don't want to limit it to just police investigation, but we will want it to go further than that, because this incident, it shouldn't repeat itself anywhere where the youth are engaged in a community mining. We shouldn't engage. It shouldn't happen at all anywhere again. So that is why we will be talking to the minister to set up an inquiry into this, so that we'll get to the bottom of it.
Can you assure the family of any compensation to support the children that they have left behind, Plaza Wife?
Yes, I think we'll bring it up when we meet the minister. We'll bring it up. But at our own level, we will also work on something. But at the moment, I will not be able to mention and then put something concrete on the table. But it's something that we are considering. Hearing from Fauzia and then the situation that the family finds itself. We will definitely work out something for them.
Honorable Suleiman, hold the line for me. Let me engage with Pepra. Like I said, he's the president for the Small Scale Miners, Community Miners Association. Pepra, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Thanks very much for your time. So what do you know about this area? Because according to the forestry people, these people are engaged in Galamsey. But listening to Fauzia, and listening to the MP for the area, it's a community mining area. What can you say to us about this very area?
First of all, my regards to the MP of the area. Somewhere around 2020, we realized that Galamsey was going on in Infante. So we engaged the indigenous on how best we could help them to legalize their activity in the area. We went to Minerals Commission and we realized that that enclave was a concession owned by Supercare. Supercare has been owned by Kennedy Japan. So we sat down with them. Then they consented that in order to curb this illegal mining of Galamsey going on in that area, a designated place will be apportioned to the indigenous so that they can easily work and we can monitor their activity. And so doing, social vices like armed robbery, like stealing and other things would be minimized. So after that, on 5th December 2021, the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Deputy, I think, Mekuduka, with the chiefs and the MCE, came to the place to commission it. officially. So as a matter of fact, whatever was going on is legal. Recently that we heard that the Forestry Commission were saying that they wanted an entry permit of the place. Yes, still the minister who supervises their work had consented and has given a license for the indigenes to mine in that enclave. So we even sat down with them to negotiate on the best way to go about this issue. And unfortunately, I think on Friday they went there to shoot 2 of our members. As a matter of fact, these people were shot from the back. So if you claim that these people wanted to attack the Forestry Commission, how come that they were shot from behind? This is barbaric. And as a matter of fact, I don't think the president will be happy hearing what is happening. Even admitting that these people were engaging in Galamsey, is that the way to go? When it came out that people were mining in the various forest reserves, like what happened in Summerboy, when the minister came out with a communique that even Akunte mining had not gotten the requisite license to mine in Summerboy. Meanwhile, people are mining in that forest reserve. They went there to kill them. So
tell me this:
there is barbaric, and as a matter of fact, we need to call for an investigation.
The MP has told us that an inquiry is going to go into this. But when you mentioned that the forestry people said they wanted to have an entry permit, what do you mean by that?
You know, when somebody wants to mine, right, with a large scale or with a small scale in the forest reserve, you need an entry permit. Before the community mining scheme was inaugurated, the entry permit was valid. But as soon as they launch the community mining, you don't need, per the laws of the community mining, you don't need any entry permit because it has been issued to you to mine. So you have the legal right or the legal basis to be there and to work. And periodically, minerals commissions come there to check. So I'm surprised that all of a sudden the Forestry Commission will use this bravado, barbaric act in killing innocent Ghanaians. This is something we need to speak against. Even if somebody should go and commit murder, does that person warrant to be killed? No. And these people are innocent Ghanaians, unarmed people. The youth that we are saying that these are the future of this country. It's different. They went on an armed robbery act.
Mr. Pepper, when I spoke to the original boss for the Forestry Commission, he mentioned to me yesterday that place is a forest reserve. Is that the case?
Yes. And they were aware when the inauguration was going on. They were part of it. And it's something that we need to be candid when we are speaking to this. If the place is indeed a forest reserve, as they claim, why was Mekuduka there to inaugurate it? Why didn't they stop the minister? I will give you videos, pictures to what happened there. The chiefs were there. That enclave is for Nana Hiahine. You understand? The chiefs were duly represented. The MCA of the place was duly represented. So now, what has changed?
The pictures that he talked about, the pictures of the inauguration that took place, is live on our Facebook page on LUV 99.5 FM. And if we listen to Pepra carefully, he's saying that even if anybody was doing anything untoward, is shooting the way to go. He said that it was shot from behind. The lady to the 2 brothers who have lost their lives, Fauzia, says they even surrendered by raising their hands. And this inauguration that we're showing to you on Facebook took place on the 15th of December 2021, like the MP said to us. So what really warranted the Forestry Commission, together with some security persons, to go to this area at Tepa, Infante, and shoot to kill 2 people and injure the 4? So, Mr. Pepra, what do you hope to see happen? With all that has happened, what are you looking for right now? What do you hope will happen?
Come again.
What do you hope will happen based on all that has happened? All that you know, that the people were there legally, these people went there and they have shot the people and bent their shamfangs and excavators and all that. What do you hope will happen out of what has happened?
nothing will happen. I need to be frank with you. If you don't take it, nothing is going to happen. These people are going to lose their lives, and who are going to take their care of their family? You know, what happened there is criminal. We need to establish the facts. Because these people went there just to kill. Even the time they went there were no way going on at the site. They could have gone there with the Minerals Commission if indeed they went there to do the right thing. The intention to go there was to go there and cause mayhem.
So, Honorable Sule, if you listen to Pepra, who is saying that nothing will come out of this, what assurances will you give to him and the family again, based on this?
Sorry?
I'm asking the Honorable Member of Parliament for the area.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, I'm saying that if you listen to Pepra, he's saying that nothing will happen. I mean, I was asking what his expectations are based on what has happened. He says, that nothing will come out of it. His conclusion is that, and I'm asking you, he's doubting that something positive will come out of this. What assurances do you have for him?
Inquiries that are going into incidents of this nature, and it has actually brought about a number of reforms. There are two issues involved. We are looking at seeking justice for the people who are dead, and then we are also looking at something that will also soothe in the heart of the family, and then something to help them for the upkeep of the dependence of those departed. And then at the same time, we are also looking at coming up with some administrative reform that will help in shaping the way we handle these things going into the future. So I can assure him that this is something that is not just going to be swept under the carpet. These factors or these elements that I've established will definitely be the focal point for us. And then I believe that something positive will come out of it.
But Mr. Pepra, he's giving you the assurance that something positive will come out of it all. But let me ask you, Pepra, despite the community mining, permit has been given to people so that it will do away with Galamsey, what can you tell us about Galamsey activities there? Is it still up? Is it still rife there?
Because of the inauguration of the community mining, the Galamsey activity in that enclave has reduced drastically. And mind you, that place itself is a concession, right? Forestry Minerals Commission, Lands and Natural Resource Minister, has allocated that enclave to a company by name Supercare. So in order not to encourage Galamsey, a portion of the concession is being designated for the purpose of community mining so that people can go about their normal activities and in so doing can earn something daily. So now that the inauguration was done, a lot of the people who were doing their own Galamsey and just mining haphazardly and then doing anything they want at that enclave came under the community mining. So as a matter of fact, the Galamsey activity reduced drastically.
I hear you. So Mr. Pepra, thank you very much for your time. Honorable Sule, MP for, Havana North, thank you very much for your time. And of course, happy birthday to you one more time. And to you, Fauzia, we say thank you. But we'll be watching the space to find out whether indeed, if some wrongs were done, that people will be brought to book. Thanks very much to all of you for your time with us this morning. You can also join us. You can call our numbers actually, 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. In as much as we all condemn Galamsey activities, from at least all the three persons we've listened to this morning, we're told that the area is not for Galamsey site, but they were into community mining, which means that they have the license to operate, which means that they are doing things the right way. And if you listen to Pepra, he says periodically they go to do monitoring to ascertain for themselves whether the right things are being done. And he says yes, the right things are being done. So what will make the Forestry Commission go along with security persons and shoot to kill 2 people and then injure 3 or 4 more? The sad thing is that like I said, I spoke to the regional boss for the Forestry Commission myself. He agreed to speak to us this morning. Unfortunately, his phones are off. So we haven't heard their side yet. Nana Kweku, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you? I know what I'm going to say. You might cut me short, but I need to say it. The first question you ask the guy is there, where you've been mining, is it a forestry reserve? And the answer was yes. What has my brother Kweku been advocating for and then risking his life for all this while engaging in all these expositions and everything that he's been going through, exposing the mining activities of people? Galamsey, either mining on rivers or in forestry reserves, he's been risking his life. And what you've done today, in fact, you've put spokes in every activity that we will be crying for, because just as you said, someone here, there should be something here. That's it. No one should be mining in any place whatsoever, in rivers and forestry or whatever it is. Because you living in your room and engaging in your activity, you should have asked the people that, is there no any other job that they can engage in Ghana? Only Galamsey, either community mining or whatever it is. Is there anything that they cannot do? And they've been engaging in this, and then in short, look, you should have exposed them and let them know that no one is going to stand, or no radio station is going to stand with them, that you've gone to forestry reserve or gone to riverside to engage in fact, Galamsey, everything is banned on Love FM by Kweku. So now nothing. If you go there and anything happens to you, there's no radio station that is going to allow you to even interview you.
All right, Nana Kweku, thank you very much. You have a point there, but then again, let me just add to what you just said. The place, indeed, like you heard the response, is a forest reserve, but they have been giving a license and they have a concession there to mine. Now, the Galamsey activity is very different from community mining. What the community mining does is that they adhere to the proper mining procedures. For Galamsey, they just destroy and go their way. That's basically the difference. So there's community mining, which of course is legal, and then there's Galamsey, which is illegal. For this, what they're doing is legal. That's what I would say. 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. Richard, good morning and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, King David.
Yes, boss. Welcome, sir.
I hope you are doing well.
I am well by grace.
Yeah. From what I've heard, all the people speak, I mean, it's so sad. And this could happen to any of us. I mean, you can't just kill innocent people like that. In fact, the most sad part is that even the main people who are doing the Galamsey, look at Erasmus, I mean, the commentaries you have done and all the evidence you have brought up. What has the government been able to do about it? And yet, you go out there and kill innocent people like that. I mean, I think that we should consistently talk about this issue. We shouldn't leave it just like that. We should continue to talk about it till we see a solution to this issue.
I hear you, Richard. Thank you very much. And Richard, the point again is this: we are all against Galamsey, but there's Galamsey, there's community mining, and then there's large-scale mining. The community mining and the large-scale mining, people do that with license. They have been given licenses to mine. For the Galamsey, they destroy our environment. So for the Galamsey, we are against it. If somebody has been given a concession or a license to do community mining, and the person is doing something untoward, then we can come in and say what we're saying. Mills, good morning.
Champion, good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, and yourself?
Well, I'm well, Mills.
Okay, thank you. First of all, David, let me take this opportunity to express my condolences to the bereaved family. But, David, we have the Galamsey menace to fight in this country, right? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the Galamsey menace to fight in this country. For all that you know, it's costed the state a whole lot of preparation, but we have not been able to make a headway. My curiosity is that who actually employed these young guys to go and take provide security for his or her machine in that bush for him or her? Is this the acceptable protocol that when you want somebody to protect your machine, you should just go and pick a farmer, not any security person, but just a farmer, to go and protect your machines? And what actually informed that person to go in for non-professional security person to go and protect his machines for him. For me, I will end here, but I think we have a lot to investigate in. Is it that they went on the area that had been demarcated for the small-scale mining? Is it true? Is it true that these people were not armed and the forestry guard, out of sheer bravado, killed them from behind? So all these people must be brought under the umbrella of investigation and investigate their actions and their inactions as far as this thing is concerned. But as I said, my condolences to the bereaved family.
Michael Isel Mills, thank you very much for your time with us. Kwame is also on. Hi, Kwame, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Boss, let's hear you.
David, I don't think anybody has the right to take the life of another person. My condolences to their family. But David, this morning, almost every voice I've heard, including yours, is against what the forestry guards did. Who armed them? Who bought the guns for the forestry guards? It is the state. Why are they giving the arms? To protect the forest. David, if you don't stop this, it's going to be very difficult for us to stop Galamsey. At least for once, let us also be on the side of the state institution. If you always go about civil rights and always trying to say things in favor of, criminals, we can never win some of this fight against some of this is going on. So David, for once, let us be on the side of the state institution and let us encourage them to do what they have been trained to do. Thank you.
In as much as we'll be on their side, we also wanted to give them an opportunity to speak to the matter. Unfortunately, the original boss's number is off. I'll keep trying during the day to see if he will still give us a response as to what is happening. But let's not get something wrong. What we're saying is that if you listen to all that has been said so far, the place is a community mining site. The people there, if you listen to Tepa, the Tepa gentleman we spoke to is the president of the, the community mining people. He says they monitor and ensure that the right things are being done. So even if something untoward was happening, it's shoot to kill their best approach. Now, when I spoke to the original boss for the Forestry Commission yesterday, for example, he says to me that people attempted to take their weapons away. Come and justify that. Okay? Come and tell us that they were doing illegal mining. Because the MP has spoken. When I spoke to the MP yesterday, he was on his way to the place. The place is not a Galamsey site. Let's have that at the back of our minds. Ken, good morning. You're our final caller.
David, what is good if Ozia is out there and then morning? What is good if there are a lot of people out there thinking about how to survive before daybreak? David, there is more into this issue than what we are saying. You see, I'll be very grateful if the owner of that mining area is questioned, because it's like it's a target. Because like you're saying, they have a license, they operate under license. So where on earth, even like people are saying, those who are doing illegal ones, how many have been attacked? And this one, like we are all saying, they have the license to operate. Yes, so this thing happened, and shooting from behind it's questionable. So, David, there's more into this issue than what we are discussing. Like the lady said, if we don't investigate this issue, if we think that the law will work for them, it doesn't work in Ghana. The law is like how do you call it? A spider web. It catch little insect, but do not catch that of big. So there's more into this issue than we are talking about. Good morning.
Well, I can tell you the law works in Ghana. The law indeed works in Ghana. Thanks very much, Ken. We have some messages on our WhatsApp console. Leo Stanley is the man manning it, and he's going to share that with us shortly.
Yeah, good morning to everybody. I'm Kwejo. Yeah, this particular problem, actually, we have to look at it from the point of policy. It's a policy failure. The reason being that I don't know the reason why you should have a forest, which is a forest reserve, and then at the same time the Mineral Commission will give you how do you call it, a concession license to go and mine. If the area is a forest reserve and is active, it's a forest reserve. It should be like that. The policy should come out that, okay, this is forest reserve, active forest reserve, you cannot go. Now, if it's a degraded forest, right, if it's a degraded forest and the place can be mined, then the forestry should go ahead, or there should be a policy where they can deforest the area and can be, and then in that case, Mineral Commission can go ahead and give the place out as what? A concession. But you don't see Mineral Commission controlling the place, forestry also controlling the place. How do you handle that? And these are some of the things that will come up. When it's active forest, it's a policy makers, it should be active forest.
I hear you, my brother, and I agree with you. Listen, we have time for some more?
Okay, so this one is a message. It says, okay. Good morning, David. I want to say something about the issue at Tepa, Infante. I am not in support of what happened, but if you go there and see how they are destroying the forest and the water bodies there, you'll be surprised that this is what government has commissioned, and this is coming from Sylvester from Durban.
Well, I think that during the week we'll make some time and go to the place and find out more for ourselves, because let's say if the place is a forest reserve, like the first voice we were saying, if it's a forest reserve, why would you give a concession and a license to people to go mine in there? Yes, I know that there are different levels of mining. Galamsey we don't condone. Community mining, people have been trained up north. When the MPP got into power, they did some training for some people, told them how to go about things. If they are applying it that way, all well and good. But again, the question is forest reserve. And that's why the forestry commissioner, the regional boss, said to me yesterday that the place is a forest reserve. I'm disappointed that his phone is off and he could not clarify a few things for us. Because if a place is a forest reserve, what does it mean? That nobody should be given a license or a concession to go in there and mine? If that is what it is, how come they say they were giving the place was commissioned in 2021 December 15th, and then they are there mining? I mean, some of the things we need clarity
too. There was even a ceremony to that.
Yes.
Effect. There are too many questions to be asked about this, but me, I just hope that there will be a commission of inquiry to ascertain what really happened on the ground. And I'm just praying that this is not something of a show of power play going on somewhere, as we have seen in the past, because this it's a bit too gruesome. As much as we want to see the Galamsey menace end, if we are going to go about it, it has to be professional, it has to be deliberate, not seeing stuff like this.
Well, I is so cool. Betway's cash out just got way better. The enhanced early partial and auto cash out feature lets you cash your bets out early, cash out a portion of your ongoing bets, or even set your bets to cash out automatically. Now, all this to give you way more control over every thrilling bet you place. Sign up today at betway.com.gh. Don't forget that terms and conditions apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. It's not for persons under the age of 18. Betway, listen, get way more. Well, MTN says I should tell you that, listen, MTN Momo is doing a lot of good things for people. Now, did you know, for example, that MTN Momo now has an app? Yes, MTN Momo has a brand new app specially designed to make your Momo experience easier, convenient, and faster. Just download the Momo app on Play Store or App Store on your smartphone and look out for the blue and yellow icon. It's that simple. Momo app allows you to view your statements, pay bills, and do so much more. Use the app for your Momo transactions and enjoy a 100% bonus when you recharge using the Momo app. So go on, download the Momo app now and start transacting with a flex at no data cost. Just Momo it everywhere you go. Now, it's also a new world of doing business, and your business shouldn't be left out. It's time to get a Momo business today to accept payment from over 15 million Momo customers. All you need is a business registration certificate and your Ghana card. Now, applying to be MTN Momo merchant has been made simple and fast. You just have to dial *5051# and follow the prompts, or apply online at momomerchantapplication.mtn.com.gh. You will receive a reference number which you can use to track your application. So don't get caught waiting. Enjoy secure transactions and convenient transactions for your business with MTN Momo today. Note that the application is free. Do not pay any money to anyone for a merchant payment solution. Report any fraudulent charges using the Momo app, available on Play Store and of course also on App Store. Now, I want you to picture the shoemaker down the street, for instance. He doubles as a shop attendant at the corner store during the day and then plays football with the guys on the park in the evenings. Now, and just like him, we are all more than one thing. That's why ABSA provides banking solutions for the many sides of you. Now, whatever your need for the different sides of use, ABSA has the products and services that can, help you get it all done. Join ABSA to get every kind of banking solution for every kind of you. Visit the nearest ABSA branch or absa.com.gh for more information. That is not all. You have a car, right? Well, for every car owner, you want to enjoy the sound of a healthy engine, and that's why Shell Fuels with Dynaflex technology is designed to keep your car engine clean and protected for efficient running and a healthy engine that sounds music to your ears. From the timeless classics to the sleek new models and from the heavy-duty trucks to the nimble compacts, one thing's for sure, every car loves Shell. Why? Because whenever you're cruising on the open road or battling with the busy city streets, Shell Fuels will keep your engine running smoothly. So visit your favorite Shell station today and get Shell Fuels, because every car loves Shell Fuels for better journeys. Again, when you ask as to why Shell Fuels, the answer should be because every car loves Shell. Well, Societe Generale, your secure and trusted partner, is celebrating 20 years in Ghana. Now, this significant milestone wouldn't have been possible without you, their loyal customers. So this anniversary is dedicated to you. It has been a journey of triumphs, successes, and innovative financial solutions crafted to give you, your family, and business the best outcomes always. Now, their partnership with you has seen you and your families grow, your businesses and institutions succeed, and many more dreams come true. Today, they celebrate 20 years with you. Societe Generale Ghana, listen, the future is indeed you. Well, later this morning, the conversation on the Super Morning Show is going to be how we can use our constitution to ensure better governance. But Anointed Electrical Engineering Services Limited is into sales of ultra-silent generators from 5 kVA to 2,500 kVA, and they also undertake maintenance and repairs of all kinds of diesel engine generators. They stock genuine spare parts of all kinds for various generators and also do generator rentals. You can find them here in Kumasi at Asokwa at the TAT yard of the Mayanka Road. In Accra, the head office can be found at number 77 Anointed House, that is off the Odoko Malam Road. Call them on 0243 480 334 or 0544 340 589. Now, do you want to store water? What tank are you using? Use the best tank on the market. Listen, what is your favorite color of tank? Syntex has it. What guarantee do you want? Syntex has it. What kind of inner layer do you want? Is it double, triple, quadruple? Well, as many inner layers as you want, Syntex has it too. So remember, no matter your water needs, Syntex has it. Syntex tank, as always, a year strong, a year tough. Now, they have over 300 agents nationwide, and to order a tank, you can just call 0244 335 168. Visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, a year strong, a year tough. I don't know what you quench your thirst with. Aside water, the other best drink on the market is Bigo Cola. Wake up to a new taste of Bigo Cola. Nothing comes close to Bigo Cola, a drink of joy, both cold and sweet. Bigo Drink is a range of soft drinks developed, bottled, and distributed in Ghana by Trillium Industrial Ghana. Bigo Cola drink offers a great taste and superior value to consumers. Now, for your parties, weddings, funerals, and all occasions, reach out for Bigo Drinks. For the school children, I bet you that is a drink of choice. So anytime you want a drink to quench your thirst, reach out for Bigo Cola and feel the taste of nature. Now, for bulk purchases, please call 03221 90877. It's a quality product from Trillium Industries. Now, before we cross over to join 99.7, African World Airlines, your CIMG domestic airline of the year and Hall of Famer for the 5th consecutive year, just launched their brand new mobile app. It's now super easy to book your flights, make payments, and check flight status, all on your iOS or Android device. Thank you for choosing African World Airlines for all your travel needs. African World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. Now, at this point in time, we've got some messages for you, and then we'll cross over to Joy 99.7 for that conversation on governance using the Constitution to get things right.
Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey! I just learnt my boyfriend Akwesi won playing *959# on his phone yesterday.
Anita, I thought you were dating Paco.
Oh, you too. Kwesi is now number 1. Keep up. For everything I have done for him, he will have to spoil me today proper. He'll have to send me Momo to buy a short, sexy dress and fix my nails and change my braids, and I'll pick an Uber to do small rounds before I go to his place so that he will pay. And I expect him to order some Chinese and some wine, not that Justin check that we've been eating all the time.
Anita.
By now, dear, he should have changed that his TV and bought enough prepaid for that AC. Me, I cannot be sweating like that too.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
You know what? It's okay. Don't come again. Dial *959# on the iPhone Paco button and make your own money, okay?
Sister, next time cut the call. Dial *959# or visit 590mobile.com.gh to play. 590 Mobile. Down some.
Hey Linda, long time Yes, so but wait Linda, did you win the lottery? I mean, look at your room, your TV, your sound system, your fridge.
Oh, they are nice. All from Kennedy Digital Satellite. They also sell appliances like air conditioners, televisions, tabletop fridges and freezers from 100 to 900 liters, commercial fufu machines, home theaters, etc.
Wow.
In addition, government workers who receive their salary through the Controller and Accountant General's Department and still have their affordability package active can come to Kennedy Digital Satellite and get any appliance of their choice with flexible payment terms. You can locate Kennedy Digital Satellite in Accra at Wager, just at the old barrier traffic light, and in Kumasi at Edum near Boss FM and along the Patasi Main Street near the police depot. Those in Accra can call 0243 074 750 and in Kumasi reach them on 0207 653031.
Kennedy Digital Satellite, where quality sells cheap.
Wow! A interface plasterboard ceiling, and I'm the bomb demua at Tijasano, and to where the Adansi for, and a more ceiling what you mean. Interface plasterboard ceiling, and I'm on Famu demo, the Bomu demo, I have first one cobra. So the interface plasterboard ceiling, about demo, and my demo yefe, and a sound switch. A interface limited, and a diaba, Momadia, now from 0274 999999, and our website www.interfacelimited.com.
You provide the fire.
Daily focus on your superstation Love 99.5 FM is giving you an opportunity to start your day right with anointed men of God. Tune in daily at 5:15 a.m. and be blessed. Be edified with Joel Osteen on Monday.
Just because it seems like God is too late doesn't mean that He's not going to come through. Don't be impatient for Him to act. Keep believing, keep praying, and every blessing that belongs to you will show up.
Receive the word with Reverend Eric Ajay Bediako of New Life City Chapel, Bokrom, every Tuesday.
Anytime the Holy Ghost comes to dwell in your heart, He produces His nature in you. And so you that some time ago you were whatever, you begin to have desires for holy things in your life.
On Wednesday, make a date with His word, His power, and His presence with Reverend Victor Osei, General Overseer of Family Chapel International.
One thing you should never allow in your life is for people to take you for granted. Go where you are celebrated and not where you are simply tolerated.
Live a relevant life every Thursday with Reverend David Seth Kwanzaa, head pastor of Mid-Country Chapel, Amoko.
No matter what chances you have lost, opportunities you have lost, God is able to restore them. Who is this God that can cause something to come out of Nazareth?
And on Friday, Reverend Simon Ampofo of Grace Fields Chapel comes your way with Word Explosion.
You are blessed in your going out and blessed in your coming in, even now and forevermore.
Daily focus on Love FM. Start your day right with a word from God.
The Spirit. They are talking shit. What them no better than me. You for us. I put up my ass. Then shut my ass.
Coffee in your cup. Enjoy on the set. The Super Morning Show is always the best.